This one mistake you make with your deadlift is costing you post-to-post speed. I'm gonna really quickly go over what it is and how to fix it. Let's go. Pop quiz time. Why do you deadlift? What is the purpose of deadlifting? Purpose of deadlifting is to build strength in the posterior chain. It is a hinge pattern. So the primary muscles you're going to use as movers are your glutes, hamstrings, and then your spinal erectors will definitely be under tension. That's what's going to let you maintain your nice back position. Your calves will also come under tension, partly just because of the fascial connection. But that is the purpose. Your glutes are very powerful pushers, especially when you're in the butterfly position or when you're recovering from the butterfly position. So really, really important for goalies. But a lot of you make this big mistake in your deadlifts. You squat your deadlift. What's the purpose of a squat? The squat builds glutes, yes, but also quads. It's a squat pattern. It's a little bit more knee dominant. So if we're spending our time training squatting our deadlift, we're missing out on that adaptation for our big glute muscles, our big post-to-post pushers. I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean and exactly how you're gonna fix it. So really quickly, I'm just gonna show you the difference between the two. This is a deadlift pattern. So it is a hinge pattern from my hips as we discussed. So it looks like that. This is a squat pattern. My chest is up, it looks like that. So you can see the difference is really pretty apparent when you sort of know what you're looking for. And you can see what I mean when I talk about this hinge pattern. So if we want to fix our deadlift and get that benefit for those big powerful glutes, when you see NHL goalies and they're, in their workout shorts or whatever, like they have strong quads, but they have big, powerful glutes. So how do we set up? How do we fix this? Well, we need to get that hinge. So one of the really quick ways you can work on finding your hinge pattern is just by going over to the wall and working on that hinge pattern. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to stand about, 18 inches out from the wall. And I'm going to reach back with my bum until my bum touches the wall. So I'm just reaching back and trying not to tip over. So that's the pattern I have to do. Now that's really extreme, right? That's not necessarily how we're gonna be when we're doing our deadlift, but it teaches you that hinge pattern. I cannot do that by squatting down. I have to sit back in my hips and fold forward at my hips. I'm not rounding my back. I'm not rounding forward at my torso. I'm flexing at my hips. You can see my knees aren't that bent. When I'm squatting, you can see how much more my knees are involved. By that virtue, my quads are involved. So let's fix it with the trap bar. You'll also notice I'm squatting a trap bar. I don't squat straight bar. I don't have the athletes that I work with squat straight bar. If you want to learn more about that, why is that? I love deadlifting the straight bar. Drop a comment below and I can make a video about that as well. But we set up here in the trap bar. We're going to do similar to what we did at the wall. We're going to reach our hands forward, but our bum back. Again, see how that brings my chest so that it's kind of on this angle towards the floor. I'm not going to cue the athletes in the gym, keep your chest up, keep your chest up. That's more of a squat cue. Not even the best squat cue, but it's more of a squat cue. So we're here, we're folded back, our bum is back, our shins they're not straight up and down, but they're definitely more parallel. There isn't that much bend in our knees. Then we're gonna grab the bar. We're gonna have the bar so that the axis of the bar lines up with our ankle bones on either side. So we get here, get our grip here, give a little squeeze between our shoulder blades, drive out of the floor, bum goes back, hips come forward, bum goes back. Notice too what my neck position's doing. Some people get in there and they're here, and then they come up, and then they go down, and then they come up, and then they go down. So at the bottom, they're in an extended position in their neck, which isn't really what we want. I want you to imagine that you're holding an orange, or like this lacrosse ball, that you're holding it between your chin and your sternum, just like that. And you keep that neck position the whole time. Might be a bit small, but you get the idea. The cue I use in the gym is, imagine you're holding an orange. If you ever struggle with your back position when you're doing deadlifts, then this is a really good, simple trick you can try. It's just to put a dowel like along your spine, and your back is not going to be flat along the entire length of this dowel. You can see there's a space behind my neck here. There's a space behind my back, low back here, because our spine has an S-shaped curve to it, or a double S-shaped curve to it. So I'm gonna hold at my neck and my low back, but my head, my shoulder blades, and my tailbone, my bum crack, top of my bum crack, if you will, is all touching. So then I'm gonna do my hinge pattern, keeping those points all touching. So if I come down into my bottom position and that's coming off my tailbone, I know that I'm rounding my lower back. Do you see that? So keep it all touching, lead with your rear end goes back, and then it comes forward. So let's review this. The squat and the deadlift are two different patterns. They come with different adaptations to training. So if you are spending your time squatting your deadlift, you're missing out on the adaptations you get from working that hinge pattern, which is some strong, and then we take that strength and we teach them to be very explosive glutes, which is one of the big muscle groups that helps us drive from our butterfly. So get post to post on wraparound, drive out of our butterfly. Really, really important muscle group, and it helps with shuffling as well, but especially when we're in this low hip position, they're very powerful. So we want to make sure we're getting that hinge pattern. We can work on the pattern just by doing the hinge to the wall, butt to the wall. We can work on our back position using the dowel rod and then going through that hinge position. The setup is really important in the deadlift. So at Revolution Conditioning, when I had the gym, we always set up by reaching our arms, hinging back, then grabbing the handle. And I swear if we went and saw any of those athletes in the gym today, they'd be doing the exact same thing, because it sets your shoulders, your back position, your hip hinge, everything's great. Make sure that the axis of the bar, so the pins of the bar, are lined up with your ankle bone, and then give your shoulder blades just a little squeeze to be strong, so that you're not sort of protracting your shoulder blades when you're pulling on the bar. And that is how you're gonna build some nice, strong, happy glutes this off season. So it is great to work hard in the gym, but you wanna make sure that you are getting the results, getting the right adaptations from the exercises that are in your program. So, if you're not sure, like the goalies that I work with in the Turning Pro coaching program, if they're not sure, or sometimes I'll just ask them, hey, could you send me a video of this, and this technique so I can double check it. If you're not sure, send a video to your strength coach. They'll be happy to look it over for you. They want you getting the right adaptations. If you want to find out how we can work together to make sure you're getting the most out of your off season, check out the link in the description. Leave a comment just saying, hey Maria, I'd love to have a chat about working with you, or send me a DM on Instagram. I'm pretty good at replying to those within a few days. So that is how we move forward. You know the drill. I will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. I love you guys.